I am at the train station right now. We're waiting for a train to London. I'm actually going to Spain today, just for a couple days for a friend's wedding. Never been to Spain, so I'm really excited. The airport that flies out to Spain is not Heathrow. It's Stansted Airport, which is a smaller airport. So wish me luck that I will actually get there in time for my flight. I made sure that I have plenty of time, but it's probably going to take me as long as going from here to the airport that I need to get to as it will for me to fly from there to Spain. So it's kind of funny, but I'm really excited. The wedding's going to be on the coast in a castle, so super excited. Hey guys, so I am at Stansted Airport. I arrived safely. It took me 3 hours to get here. No, that's it, thank you. And I got through security, and I still have 3 hours before my flight, but I figured it's better safe than sorry because I had some delays the other day when I went into London on the train. So it did take me a while, but no glitches today, and it still took me 3 hours, but went very smoothly. It's quite a small airport, so security was really fast too. The funny thing is I still haven't been asked for my passport yet, which I think is funny because I'm sat here in the airport at a restaurant killing time and eating because I haven't eaten yet. But I figure they'll probably do it at the gate because I know a lot of European airports tend to do another bag security check and check your passport there, so maybe they'll do it there, but I do still think it's really weird. But anyways, I am about to eat. I just ordered a salad and a flat white for Reese because she sent me an article about flat whites. So I'm going to have that, which essentially I think is the same as a cortada. But yeah, I'm going to eat, kill some time, and then I'm off to Spain. Yay! I'm back at the hotel. It's almost midnight, and I am a little buzzed unintentionally. And so obviously I made it safe to Spain. I'm in the city of Tarragona, and yeah, I really wish I could have just taken you tonight everywhere with me, but silly me, I was rushing this morning and I could not for the life of me find my adapter, and so I borrowed a couple of Jamie's. I texted him because he was already out from the house. I threw in a couple that I could find, and both of them were the wrong adapters. I wasn't really stressing about it because I was like, oh, you know, I'm sure the hotel will have it. Well, go figure. The hotel is super clean and really good for the price for what it is, because it's only like 50-60 pounds per night, and not even euros, like pounds per night. But they are a very, very basic hotel, and so they didn't have an adapter, and I just don't feel like I should go buy one when I have two already. One's in the cargo, one I have somewhere in the apartment. It's a really good one because it's like one that's this big, but it converts to any country in the world pretty much. It's one of those ones that just like pop out and they have different stuff, but it's amazing. I love it, but I just couldn't find it. And yeah, so essentially my phone and my camera is about to die. So I just had to conserve my batteries, so that means my trip is probably not going to be recorded that much, unfortunately. I'll try. But I just went out essentially thinking I'll just get a quick bite to eat. Asked the front desk, they didn't even have a concierge, by the way, but asked the front desk lady where to go. She defaulted to a very touristy, high-end restaurant. I was like, no, I want to go to an authentic, local, you know, just not even expensive place. She directed me to this place, went there. Took me forever because I was lost, and my cell phone is not working for some reason too, even with like data roaming and stuff when I turned it on and tried to find where I was. So essentially kind of had to rely on my map that I had from the hotel. Asked a few girls that were walking where I was, and that was really hard because they didn't understand what I was saying, and I was like, me, and I was pointing at the map and like, where am I? But it was really funny. But when I got to the restaurant, the waitress was super nice. Like, everyone did not speak English. It was in the back alley because obviously I asked for a local place, right? So it was a small restaurant. But the waitress was super nice, and I had the most amazing tapas. And she told me, it turns out that they're doing this like tapas festival for 10 days just this week. I just happened to be here when they're doing this tapas festival. And she was like, oh, it's a Spanish thing, it's local, and she was trying to explain to me with like very little English, and I finally got it when she like brought out the booklet, and I realized it was just like Seattle's restaurant week. And so what you do is it's this booklet essentially, and 53 restaurants in the Tarragona city participate in this tapas festival. And essentially you can go to, this is the map, and all of those dots are where the participating restaurants are. But each restaurant features a different tapas, and they're all for 240 euros. And so each restaurant has a different tapas, and you can get any drink you want for free. So beer, soda, red or white wine, water, coffee, whatever you want for free, which I know is, you know, pretty normal for Spain. You just pay for the tapas and everything. But anyways, you go to each restaurant, you collect a stamp, and then you just basically bar and restaurant hop. And I thought it was the most amazing thing ever. And look what I did. I ended up collecting stamps and doing it. And the best part is I kept asking each restaurant, the bartender or the waiter, the next place to go. And so except for the last place, that was a macaroon place, and it was amazing. It was perfect ending for my night out. But except for that one last place, every other place was not at a non-touristy place, because the bartender or waiter would recommend their favorite place. And so they would all be in like back alleys, on the side, by a cathedral, like places that were kind of out in the outskirts. And so I pretty much walked around like every little alleyway. I wouldn't say every little, but majority of, like, I feel like I kind of saw all of the city center of Tarragona, and it was so much fun. And every single restaurant, bar had the most, and I think it was because I was getting recommendations, amazing tapas. And the wine was obviously really good too. I started off with white, had 2 red wines, and then at the end I had a espresso. So obviously I was unintentionally buzzed. But let me show you where I went real quick, because it was so fun. And like half of this stuff I don't even know what I ate, but anyways. So this is the map. My hotel is like way over here, so I went down this main road. Although I got lost, I ended up like going this way somewhere. But so I started at, I think, 20. Yes, so I started here, and I had this tapas, and it had this like foamy thing with breadsticks, and I think this is beef, I'm not really sure, but it was like minced meat with like this tomato salsa thing, and it was so good. Oh my goodness. It was, I don't know what it was, but yeah, it was really good. You can like figure out what it was. Maybe it was lamb, but it was really good. And then after that, from there, the next place I was recommended to go was, I think I went here. Yeah, I went here. Oh, it was so amazing. Whatever meat this was so tender. And I think, yeah, it says mozzarella. So that was like mozzarella. And this was a focaccia bread. It was so good. And the red wine here was like a little bit acidic, so it wasn't my thing, but it was still really good. And then from here I got recommended to go here, which was actually right next to a cathedral, so I got to go into an alleyway where there was all these cats. It was super quiet, and then a cathedral, and this was like in an alley next to the cathedral. But again, kind of this bread, really crispy, dry, rye type. It wasn't rye, but it was like this really crispy bread. Again, like this meat, so sweet and tender, and it had all this stuff on top. It was like fried onions, and I wish I knew what that was, but that's what I had. It was so good. And then to end everything, I could have kept going all night, but obviously it's midnight right now. I knew I had to come back because I have a wedding to go to tomorrow, plus the whole wine thing. Oh, by the way, the wine here was amazing. And again, like every single place I went to was just local people. It was so fun. Like people were just hanging out with their families or couples or whatever. And they all had this booklet as well, so it was kind of fun that I got to do that. And to end it off, this was in kind of the touristy area, but had this macaroon with an espresso, and it was really good. Something was, at the very end, there was a little bite of a fruit or something. It was really good too, but that's what I had. Really, really yummy. One that I didn't have, but I was really interested in, was this croqueta thing. With but yeah, there's like all these tapas. If I actually lived here, I could see why you'd want to go, because it's such a good deal, and you can hang out as long as you want, obviously. And there's all these like, you know, amazing restaurants participating. So, and it's for 10 days, I think. So yeah, why not, right? Just go to all these restaurants, man. But yeah, it was so fun. So I got to do that. But yeah, it's tomorrow's the wedding. I think I'm gonna go try and wake up early and go for a run. The shuttle is picking me up at 10:45, I think. So I have to get ready, get breakfast and all that stuff. But I think I'm gonna try to wake up and just run and kind of soak in the city as well. Because I know the coast is actually not that far. It's only a kilometer away if I go straight down. So I'm gonna try to run to the coast and do a little bit more of the alleyways and stuff, and hopefully I can take you to that at least, because I probably won't take the camera to the wedding, but at least maybe I can take this running tomorrow if the batteries don't die. I'm more worried about my phone dying because I need to save juice for the next 3 days. But that was it. I'm back to the hotel. I'm gonna go to sleep. It was an amazing day, first day in Spain, solo trip. Have a good night, you guys. Bye!